YouTube, welcome back to another video. Please remember to like, subscribe, leave a comment down below, and tell a friend to tell a friend. Also remember to turn on your post notification bell so that you guys can be notified whenever I drop a new video. Now in today's video, what we're basically going to be talking about in this story time is the incident when I got robbed. It's an incident about when I got robbed downtown. Now, oh my god, that was a piece of thing. But I'm going to share it with you guys. Now, I remember when a couple years ago, I was still in college, but new in college, and I was traveling from St. Thomas to go back to Kingston. Well, to go back to campus one evening. I was working at Sutherland. Yeah, I was working at Sutherland at the time, and I came to St. Thomas to get some stuff, and I was heading back to campus, right? Now, when I got downtown, I got stick up. I'm gonna tell you, it's a good stick up, you know. And I'm like, okay, what's going on here? But at the time, I was scared. That's one thing. I was scared, and then not just scared, but I was kind of overwhelmed because of how the situation happened. I was kind of overwhelmed. But how it happened was that I got stick up downtown, and they took away my phone, they took away my money and other things that I had on me, right? And I remember I got a hit in my face, and how I got the hit in my face was the slapping on my face. Like, I get a good slap with something, with a knife in my face. I'm like, okay. I think it was swollen at one point, but that is that. They pulled my bag, like, grab my bag from me. I'm gonna grab it back as well. Girl, how are valuables in her bag? So they pulled my bag, and I literally grabbed back my bag from them. And I'm like, alright then. So them slapped on my face. I'm like, okay, I go take that. The good thing is though, they did not take my bag, right? They took my phone, my money and stuff. I did not have my purse on me. I think it was on campus. Yeah, my purse was on campus as well. Yeah, my purse was on campus, and they gave me back my bag. That's a good. I had my bag with me. So I remember when I reached campus gate, you know, I tell you, say no man, me I cry, me a bawl, you know. Hey, like literally, I cried and I cried and I cried. And when I say I cry, you know, man, I mean, say me a ball out, you know. Because I tell you, say, man, I'm traumatized. I'm going to feel a certain way. I'm going to feel beaten down. And like somebody walk up. That's how I felt. Like, you know, I was defeated. I tell you, say, I cry. I remember the dorm was like, probably like a 5 minutes walk from the gate, so to speak, at St. Joseph. If you have ever passed St. Joseph Teachers College in Hold Up Road, then you are, if you've ever been on the campus, then you would have known where DePorres Hall is and Magrain Hall. I was on DePorres Hall at the time because I was in either first or second year. I think it was first year when it happened, or yeah, no, either first or second year when it happened. I'm in fourth year now, final year, and I mean, my ball out, like, my literally cries until one of my dorm mates, she's my good friend, she she hear me a cry from the gate, and she ball out, Peter, mom to you, and she ran off the dorm, me I tell you, say, and she come meet me, and because I was crying, and at one point I was like, Kim, I said, me I cry like all the time, you know. I was like, Kim. And that was me. And she ran and she came to meet me and stuff like that. And we walked back to the dorm together, and you know, we put ice, and she went to the nurse. I think they went to the nurse and something, and nurse tell them to put ice on it. And something else. I think the nurse at the time, she came to look for me, or dorm, what do you call it now? The person in charge of the dorm was not there because it was a weekend, yeah. And the nurse came, and she looked at me, and stuff like that. And I'm like, okay, I'm good now, I'm good. But I was not good, I was traumatized. But in the midst of all that, I remember a couple days after, and when I went to school, I went to school like 2 days after the incident happened, because my tell us I'm traumatized and I'm afraid. No, I'm afraid for God road. I'm afraid. Up to today, I am still afraid of downtown, you know, because of incident that happened, you know, with family members after and stuff like that. You understand? But I remember this girl, like, she went to school the next day and broadcasted the fact that I got robbed. I'm like, see my face, like, girl, that's nothing to broadcast. All you need to tell people is you need to be vigilant, you need to be observant, because a student was robbed, or, you know, if you want to tell people so they get robbed, leave that to me. Why are you telling people that, you know, Peter Ann got robbed last night and they took her phone and they took her money and they took this and they took, like, girl, why? As I remember when I confronted her about the situation, and she was like, so what if I tell people that you got robbed? Up to today, I'm not take my talk to her. We've never, you know, we're not exchanging much words after that, because I was like, why are you broadcasting the fact that somebody got robbed? It's their business to tell. I understand that persons need to know so that they can be aware. You understand? But at the same time, you should know, so you should be aware of your surroundings long time. But I remember confronting her about it, and she gave me attitude and something, and it ended up that it reached VP and bag or something. I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna do away with this thing, because why are you? Me never like the fact that she broadcast it, so me get robbed. Me not like it, because I don't feel like I like to be in the spotlight that much. You understand me? You know, me go to school and everybody in them ears, you get robbed last night, you get robbed yesterday, you get robbed today, you get this. I'm like, brother, why you have to come to school and tell people to me get robbed? That's my business. If I want to share it, it's my personal business. If I want to share it, which I did share it, you understand? Then have nothing to do with you. Leave it up to me to say, you know, that I got robbed last night. But in the midst of everything, she even made me more, you know, I was angry about the whole situation that I got robbed and how I got robbed. But she even made me more angry, because I was like, why are you broadcasting that somebody got robbed? Is that something good? Is that something that you need to publicize? Is that something good? And I look at it and I'm like, okay, that was it, okay. And I mean, it was spoken of for a while, for about a week or two, and then, you know, the situation, it died down. But at the same time, I was still traumatized. I was still processing what happened in my head. You understand me? And I remember I told a person, you need to, you know, it's when you're downtown, nobody itch. Just do what I do and move, because downtown is no better roses. Downtown, I always tell people that the streets don't love nobody. You can end up dying downtown, you can be robbed downtown, you can be caught up in situations that you never expected downtown, because downtown is a place like that. You understand me? So I always try to encourage people, you need just do what I do, or get with the business and move. Do not try to stay. I remember after that, you know, well, recently in this year, I remember I went to town with my fiance. I went downtown. We went downtown to get some stuff, and I tell you, say, there was this guy. He noticed that somebody was following us at the time, but I never noticed. And I see when him branch off, and me just branch off too, because you understand, I must something go. And then when we met up, we got back together, he said to me, you notice that somebody are following? I'm like, I did not notice that at all. Somebody was actually following us through downtown. I'm like, okay. But the good thing is, we never have no money for me, we never have no phone for me, nothing. He had everything. And you know, such man nago, you know, you can't rob him so easy. That's it. You understand me? But after that, now we went down, I think it was down on King Street, and this guy, it was Queen Street, which by the way, big tree, and then you go down on the road there. This guy had bunks upon me, just a bunks. At one point, I said, wonder if him just want to feel my bottom or so. Because you don't know, and Mr. Man start get angry. Don't mind my edge is. Mr. Man him start get angry, you know, because he's like, why is this guy bouncing up on my woman? Like, why am I bouncing up on her and stuff like that? And at one point, when him bunks me, I feel a jerk, you know, and DK turned on, and he was like, I want him. And the guy was like, yep, you better make sure you say hold on pan her, you know. make sure see a whole lamp on her. I'm like, what? What's going on here? And I started to smile because me know the type of person that DK when it come on to me. You understand me? He's very protective of me when we're anywhere at all, whether I'm home or not. He's very protective of me, so he might protect my word. Understand? So I just started to smile, and we came out of downtown, and we came back home, and you know that was it. But I just want to encourage somebody. I want to encourage persons that whenever you are going downtown, whether you're going downtown for shopping, whether you're going downtown for leisure, whether that would be on the waterfront, but it doesn't matter. It's still downtown. Whether you're going for shopping, leisure, you're traveling through downtown, because for persons who live in St. Anne, Montego Bay, Trelawney, those persons, you know, you take bus down by the bus park downtown, right? So I just want to encourage you to be vigilant. Be aware of your surroundings. Be aware of the person that is next to you. You know, be aware of who is walking behind you, who is walking in front of you, who is walking beside you. And as you travel through downtown, I pray that you will be safe, that you will be alert, be vigilant, be aware. You understand me? No. And I also encourage that you travel in pairs, in groups, especially for college students like myself, university students like myself, as well as other persons, working persons, adults, because I know that health inspectors, they are targets as well. They target health inspectors a lot. You understand? You always hear, from time to time, you will hear that an health inspector got robbed and stuff like that. And even not just downtown, but even in other areas such as Crossroad, Hold Up Road, Uwe Backgate, Papine, Ligani, all of those places are places where persons are targeted. In today's world, you have to try your very best to be safe. You're not going to be a 100%, but at least try your very best to be safe at all times. You understand me? Be vigilant, be aware of your surroundings, know who you're traveling with, be aware of the taxi that you're going into too as well. Be aware of the taxis that you go into, be aware of the person, be aware of the driver. So if you never drive with them before, or if you don't know nothing about them, or so, nobody will go in a taxi with them. If their face looks strange or look a certain way, trust your instincts and don't go with them, because that's what I do. That's how I go about my daily life nowadays. I trust my instincts, and if I feel a certain way when I'm going in the vehicle, I say, you know what, driver, just let me write it so. And if I'm going in a vehicle and I'm be suspicious or a certain way, I say, you know what, I'm good right here. I'll pay my fare and I'll come off and take a next taxi. And you're not gonna take me away. You're not gonna do me anything. You're not gonna treat me no type of way. You're not gonna try to disrespect me or anything like that. You're not gonna set me up. Nothing. I'm going to get out of your vehicle, pay your fare, and take a next taxi. Pretend as if this is where I'm coming off when I'm actually going somewhere else. But I'm gonna take a next taxi because you're not gonna be smarter than me. You have to think ahead. Try to think ahead at all times when you're traveling on the road. Think ahead of time. Think ahead of things when you're traveling on the road. And once again, be vigilant of your surroundings and the persons that are next to you. Be aware and be alert. Alright guys, so that concludes the end of this video. Yeah, that concludes the end of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you will take whatever lessons you can take from this video and apply it to your life. You know, once again, remember to like, share, comment down below, subscribe, as well as tell a friend to tell a friend. And remember to turn on your post notification bells so that you can be notified whenever I drop a new video. Once again, it's your girl Monique. Until next time, peace. Bye.